Good day, Tampa Bay. Happy Tuesday to you. I'm Charlie Belcher coming to you from Brandon this morning, learning a lot about Brandon history thanks to Karen and Michael and that house right there. Now, let me explain. First of all, downtown Brandon used to be right there. Right there. In fact, down there at that stop sign, that is the intersection of Moon Avenue and Victoria. Victoria, named after Victoria Brandon. She was married to John Brandon. In fact, after he died, she was instrumental in getting Brandon named Brandon. She had a couple of kids from a previous marriage. Her first husband killed in the Civil War. One of those kids had a son named Perry Varn. Perry Varn built this house sometime, we think, in the late 19-teens, early 1920s. Now let's bring in the experts. Karen bought the house, saved it from destruction, and is having it restored. We're going to talk about the restoration in the next segment. Michael is a local historian who literally wrote the book on Brandon. Michael, how important is this house, and how much are you, or how happy are you that Karen's going to save it?
I'm very happy with this house because it is important to the community of Brandon. There's so little left of our history.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect example of why we should save it, because it really gives a sense of permanence, stability, and it's just, people admire the craftsmanship, the workmanship.
Give me a sense of John Brandon, John and Victoria, and their impact on this area, and how that truly came to be.
Sure. They traveled from Mississippi. John Brandon and his first wife traveled from Mississippi in the 1850s, and they arrived here, and it was just a few families at that time. This was way before the train. They lived here. They were farmers. Most everyone that lived here were in the agricultural business. They had citrus, livestock, and just over time, families moved here. And then the train arrived in 1890, as you said, right along Victoria Street, and that's really what changed everything. Now, John Brandon died in 1886, but Victoria continued his legacy, what he started. They donated land for a school, donated land for a cemetery, donated land for a church, and they platted out these 40 acres, and this house sits right in that designated area.
Wow. It's just, you're Brandon.
Native.
Born and bred.
Born and raised.
That's why this is so important to you. You feel like you're holding on to your own history this way.
Yes, I always wanted like a bungalow style house in Seminole Heights, and then this one happened, and I go, how perfect is that? I have my dream home in my hometown, and there's not a lot of these style craftsman homes here in Brandon. Yeah. So, it was in despair, and it was important for me to save this house.
Documents, we can confirm back to 1928, 1927, but everybody seems to have a feel that this is probably even older than that. Michael, do you agree?
I agree. Just based on some of the experts have said, the county records are kind of sketchy. We have a photo from an old photo. It shows this house, and we think
there's the house right there.
It's the side of the house
after a storm of some kind.
Yeah, some storm. We think it's a hurricane of 21 or 28. We're not really certain, but that's the house right there from that time period. So.
Thank you very much. Hey, show the name of is this available where books are sold?
Yeah, at Bill's Prescription in Brandon and McCauley's Jewelers in Brandon. It's for sale.
There you go.
Thank you.
Russell Rhodes, we're going to continue. We're going to talk about now the restoration process in the next segment as we continue to learn more about Brandon.
Again, I'm telling you how much I love this today because it's just so important to preserve these great old homes. And we lose
to share this history,
many.
Otherwise we forget. Yeah, right.
And this lady's doing a good thing. She's doing a really good thing. All right, we'll see you later. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.